In Mead, Colorado today. I'm Cory Gardner, member of Congress from the 4th Congressional District. You're inside the 4th Congressional District. I can't think of any better way to power our economy, to get jobs created, to make sure that we're doing everything we can for businesses around this country than to unleash the power of our energy sector. The power of our energy industry to power jobs, to power our economy is unparalleled. Here at this street corner, 3 gas stations right off I-25. A lot of development in oil and gas fields occurring right around this area. But what we have seen since January of 2009 are gas prices that then averaged $1.84 when President Obama took office, and now the national average has reached about $3.61. What is so damaging to our economy about ever increasing gas prices, for every single penny the gas prices increase, it takes $1 billion out of the consumer pockets. So when gas goes from $3.19 to $3.20, when gas goes from $3.61 to $3.62, it's $1 billion every single time, every single penny out of the American consumer pockets. That's less money for them to go buy a pair of blue jeans downtown, it's less money for a cup of coffee at the coffee shop, and it's less money being reinvested right here in our own backyards. In Weld County, in eastern Colorado, northern Colorado, we have tremendous opportunity to unleash the energy potential of our country. But with our nation's unemployment rate exceeding 8%, our nation's unemployment has exceeded 8% for well over 30 months now. It's far too high for far too long, and I believe the energy industry will do everything that we need it to in order to get jobs created again, while also reducing the price at the pump. I'm very concerned that these prices at the pump are hurting American households. And that's why today I'm announcing legislation that I will be introducing dealing with the Strategic Petroleum Reserve. Over the past several weeks, we have seen people from Nancy Pelosi, others urging the president to tap into our nation's emergency petroleum reserve. Now that's called the Emergency Petroleum Reserve, the Strategic Petroleum Reserve, for a reason. It's there for a major, severe energy disruption. That's why we have the Strategic Petroleum Reserve, and yet we've seen this president already, last year in midsummer, make the decision to access the Strategic Petroleum Reserve just for political purposes. Those calls are once again being made to increase the price, to increase the usage of the Strategic Petroleum Reserve. And so my legislation simply says this: if the president is going to tap the Strategic Petroleum Reserve, if the president is going to access our nation's emergency petroleum reserve, then he must also, within 180 days after the drawdown of the Strategic Petroleum Reserve, he must also increase production on federal lands at an equal amount. What do I mean by that? So if we actually have a drawdown of the Strategic Petroleum Reserve of 1% or 2%, it means that this president must also present to Congress a plan within 180 days of that decision to tap into it that increases federal leasing by the same percentage. So if the tap is 5% out of the Strategic Petroleum Reserve, then he must increase federal leasing by 5% as well. And so that's what this legislation will do. We'll be announcing that today. The Strategic Petroleum Reserve is about emergencies. It's not about political fixes. It's not about political solutions. If we're going to address the issue, the policy problems created by high gas prices, then let's do it by increasing domestic production, weaning ourselves off of foreign, overseas oil. Let's make sure we're doing what we can in our own backyard to gain our energy independence and to create American jobs with American energy. So that's what this is about. That's what the legislation does, and I'd be happy to answer any questions that you might have.